Welcome back, everybody. So I just got this product, and I'm not too big on taking a lot of products unless it's something I think I can use. It's actually from Vantrue. It's a dash cam, but it's not just any dash cam. It actually comes with a monopod. It can be a vlogging cam. It has a full 360 view mounted. Now, the other thing I like about it is the fact that it also has somewhat of a Sentry mode. It actually can be somewhat of a security camera when a vehicle's turned off and you're away from it. So who knows, maybe in the woods I might finally get that shot of Sasquatch while I'm sleeping. I have no idea. Everything it shoots is in 5.2K, so it's got a really good quality picture to it. And I've never really used a 360 camera before, so that'll be new to me, but I'm actually excited to get this mounted and rolling with it. Let me go ahead and open up the box here. Oh, sweet, they sent me a memory card. That's awesome. Here we are. It comes with more directions. You'll see right there, it actually shows that it can be used with a 12-volt outlet. Here's the cigarette lighter version, which I'm not using that for the camera. It actually does have an extra little port inside it right there. I do have plans to hook up a permanent power source in the Bronco with 12-volt outlets. Save this just for that. That might come in handy. Man, they said found the rear camera yet. I don't know what this feels like, this maybe. Aha. Yeah. So as far as the rear camera, you'll have to run this cable from the front dash camera all the way to the back rear camera, which is this little guy. I do have a spot for this. It's not going to be ideal since I don't have rear glass. However, see that guy right there. That's your rear camera. It's already got some 3M on it. I think what I'm going to do is put that right on the back part of my roll bar, and then just angle it down. It does adjust where you can angle it. I'm just going to angle it down to where it should shine out the back of my soft top. So it won't be the best picture because it's a soft top window, but that'll be better than nothing. So we'll make sure that that's set up. And then as far as the wires, I think what I'm going to do is, see if you can, there's little panels that run right along here that I can take out, and those are airbags underneath there, but there's plenty of room above the airbags, so the wire will not be in the way. I can run along the top of them and get to the back and make it a clean look. So that's our plan for this. But here's the camera itself. So it's not that big of a camera. I'm actually pretty excited about this because I really don't want something that big and gaudy on my front windshield, so I think this will actually tuck up nice right behind my rearview mirror, and we'll see how that works out as I mount it. Now the camera does have a front and back camera, and you'll see a spot for the micro SD, and then there's a microphone is right there. All right, now let's take a look at the monopod. This is actually quite interesting. I never would have thought of a dash camera as being able to double as a vlog. This is really nice. Wow. Oh, and it even comes with a little tripod here. All right. Now, it doesn't extend or anything any further than the tripod, but that is exactly what you would end up with. And it looks pretty simple to use. Looks like there is the charging port right there as well. And it looks like when you hook up your monopod, everything plugs into this. And my guess is the mount, which I haven't got out yet, for the front windshield will actually mount to that as well. There's a power button here that I hit, and these lights came on. As for a vlogging camera, it looks like this just snaps right on. So there's a little rubber plug on the bottom of the camera that you have to pull off. Another USB-C charging port here on the side of the monopod. Interesting. Hear from it as a vlogging standpoint. So let me go ahead and run that through. I don't know that that's that stable. Oh, wait a minute. That might be part of the problem. Now that feels better. To secure this, I'm going to take the camera and I'm going to put it right on top. You actually take and twist the monopod until it tightens up. So we're going to go ahead and mount this up right here, and we're going to twist till it tightens up. Oh, that feels way better. And it looks like it's running right now, although I'm not sure what it's got juice. See right there, it's actually powered up. Very interesting. And this actually hasn't even been set up yet, so English, yes. Not London time zone. Athens, Moscow, Dubai, Atta, Dhaka. No idea where that is. Where's Indiana? New York. We'll take that. All right. But as I go through, it looks like I have to do some programming to get it operational. So let me go ahead and put all this stuff in here. Wow, it knows today's date. I'll take it. All right, looks like we need to put the card in here. We can put that in here in a minute. Whoa, this is wild. So right now what it's showing, which it'll have an app that'll show better. Now, one thing I'd like to mention, it does have a USB-C charger on it where I could charge it from a port that's already in the car. But what I want to do is I want to hardwire it into the Bronco and tuck away the wires and make it a clean look, but also have a permanent power source running into it. So they do have this wire harness in which it will have a yellow for the accessory fuse panel, and then it's got a red, which is for a constant power source, even when the vehicle's off. So we are actually going to look to mount this to the fuse panel, run the cabling, and try to hide the wiring best as I can using these fuse doublers. Now, there's probably better ways, and I'm sure there are better ways to actually add to a fuse panel than maybe using a doubler, but I'm going to go this route. I'm not that great with wiring to begin with, so this seems simple enough, so I'm going to roll with it. In case you're wondering, I am protected by Vantrue Dash Camera from now on. Watch out, Sasquatch. Should be some 3M tape somewhere. All right. One of the things they did included this little off plastic adhesive piece. This is actually going to go on your windshield, and I'm assuming it helps it stick a little better to your windshield. There you can see the mount. That'll be my view right there, so it shouldn't be too bad. One of the things I'm doing is going to run the wire starting at the camera. That way I don't have a bunch of extra cordage at the mount, and then try to figure out how I'm going to hide that. So it'd be much easier to hide it underneath the dash, so if I start from the camera, work my way back, then I won't have as much extra cordage hanging around. So I'm going to go ahead and get this tucked up in here, and then get right back with you. All right, so I've got this in-cabin panel, fuse panel right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, it still has the seal of service on it. Nice. There's lots of extra fuses in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and test the fuses and see which one is live with the car off. And then I'll test and see which one works with accessory, and then we'll hook up the doubler and then call it a day. So, but we're going to go ahead and get this little fella hardwired in, and then we'll finish tucking some wires out of the way, and then you won't hardly see anything. So it should work out pretty well. Oh, and we do. Right there is a 5-amp fuse, so that will actually match the one I'm doubling. So we're going to go ahead and use that guy right there. Okay, here's what the finished product looks like. We got our wire coming down out of our trim piece here and plugs into the camera. It's actually coming down here. I did have to snake it out and around, but then it goes behind the handle under the dash and then hooked up to the fuse box. So not the perfectly clean look, because I would have liked to tuck that back there. I just didn't feel good about pulling on those clips. I'm sure it's just my own paranoia. However, I am pretty happy with it. So the wire should be tucked up out of the way, and runs pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the motor off. And everything shuts down. So now once I start it back up, it kicks right back on and ready to go. Not too shabby. Hold on, Dave Matthews. Here we go. All right, as you can see on the inside of the cab, everything's went to that night vision, so it's probably primarily a black and white picture, but it's picking up, as dark as it is inside the cab of the Bronco, which it is extremely dark with the tinted windows and everything's blacked out. However, on the outside, you can actually still see quite a bit of color, where it's just got a very, very good pickup in low light conditions. So this camera seems really diverse and able to process a lot of different shots on the forward camera and back camera at the same time. Very cool. All right, back to Dave Matthews. So here's how the monopod looks with this Vantrue E360. So it is a full 360 camera. So this would be the picture quality from the monopod if you were using it to vlog, and this would be the legit audio. Keep in mind, you don't have to use the 360 view with this camera. If you want to just set it up in a 16:9 or a 4:3 format, or even a 9:16 format, it's very easy to do. So not everything has to be the fisheye panoramic 360 view. You can actually set it up to where I'm recording myself while recording where I'm walking at the same time. So it definitely gives you that versatility, which might be more of a function that I would use more so than the 360 view.
Monopod.
It is a monopod.
I just got hit in the face with a snowball.
It looks like you got hit in the face with a snowball.
I fell over. I wish we had beans.
We will next year. So final thoughts. Is a dash camera useful? Yeah, it is. I mean, especially if you're concerned with security, if you're concerned about the wellness of your vehicle, or maybe if you're concerned about your own liability, might even be a good reason to get a dash camera. But whatever your reason, Vantrue seems like a really good camera that gives you a lot of different options, whether you need something looking after your car while you're not there, or maybe while it's protecting you with proof of your driving. Maybe that's not a good thing, I don't know. Or maybe it's something that you can double as your dash camera and a vlogging camera if that's your thing as well too. Either way, be sure to check out the Vantrue camera E360. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Maybe it's something that you're interested in. Be sure to check it out. And with that, until next time.